The year was 2024, December. I had just fallen down a flight of stairs for the second time that week. As I lay there in a daze, one thing remained very clear to me. I would not be able to sit for a couple weeks. I would need a game that I could play while standing, and that's what got me to try out TFT. And a healthy 500 games later, I climbed into Masters. And with the new set coming out, I set my sights on making it to the top of the rank ladder and into Tactician's Trials. There was just one small problem. I fucking suck. Even after VOD reviewing myself, checking the best builds and comps, I just couldn't figure out what was wrong. Luckily, the ranked 23rd challenger offered to coach me, but will it be enough to save me?
My name's Clue. Last set, I started playing like 2 sets ago, and then last set, I hit really high challenger. Don't know how. I think I was like 1300, 1200. I stream on Twitch, Clue996. I stream probably like 3 or 5 times a week, but lately, it's been really bad because I've been having it kind of rough this set. So the first thing is I always play my comp towards like what the portal is. Do you remember what the portal was this game? It looks like Lucky Shops or something.
Portal in that game was Golem Armory. I'll definitely scroll over it at some point.
Okay.
Oh, it was egg. It was egg.
Is it the one where like stage 4 you get like to choose 3 eggs or something?
Yeah, it's the one where you click on the 9-turn egg.
Okay. Usually with that, the game is pretty standard. But do you notice like what's the most common ones? Like let's say gold sub. Like in gold sub, do you know what's like the best comps to play?
So when it's gold subs, I don't like playing like TF or anything that's 2-cost reroll. I lean towards like MF, Aurora, anything that's like 9-cost, 8-cost minimum sort of thing, or like Rengar, anything that's 3-cost reroll, that sort of thing.
Okay. Good. That's good thinking. And then with your augments, like where would you usually like deviate towards?
So in egg, there's like no juice into the encounter or like into the game, so I really heavily will click on any econ, pretty much.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. I agree. Although I gotta say, like, you know how some people always say, like, oh, in Scuttle Puddle, you just never click econ because you just get giga pumped with resources anyways.
Oh, I still click on econ if it's like a good one. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'll be more choosy on Scuttle Puddle. You know what I mean? Like if it's
yeah,
Clear Mind, I won't click that on Scuttle Puddle.
yeah, that's eighth. Yeah, usually like I would lean away from clicking like econ, of course, in Scuttle Puddle because you just get pumped with too much gold. But if you're playing like a giga contested comp this set, like I don't know, let's say Exotech right now,
Okay.
I think clicking econ is fine in econ portals.
Oh, you won't click econ on Scuttle Puddle, you're saying?
Oh yeah, I would never click econ in Scuttle Puddle.
Seriously? Okay.
Like
Even if
unless I'm
you're
playing a
playing
giga
9?
contested.
Even if
Yes,
you're
I would
trying to
never
go
click
9?
it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because you got to understand. So when you think of Scuttle Puddle, right?
Yeah.
It's a super high roll like portal. Like there are variances where like some people would get like golden dupes, like spats.
Yeah.
So the reason also why you don't click econ into one, as opposed to like the reason why like because you get so much gold, the average the average econ augment is just worse, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
On top of that reason, playing win out in Scuttle Puddle is just nearly impossible because there's bound to be at least 1 or 2 people high rolling.
Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm under the impression that like Gold Sub and Scuttle Puddle is basically the same econ. It's just that Scuttle Puddle gives you like 2 or 3 more components on average, and there's some like high roll stuff that can happen, right? Or am I wrong in that?
I would say Scuttle Puddle definitely gives you a lot more gold.
Way more gold than Gold Sub on average, because Gold Sub has the like it can roll higher golds, right?
Yeah,
Higher gold values. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Usually Scuttle Puddle is just like probably like I would say on average 2 times a gold sub.
Really? Okay. That's
Yeah,
definitely something I've been doing wrong then. All right. That's good to know.
yeah. And the reason like why I usually do want to click combat like stage 2 /3 for Scuttle Puddle is because of like the reason I just said. Like playing win out is so much harder. Because if you're like 5 loss, like 8 loss, you're just playing like 40 HP and you're gonna fight these high rollers that just get dropped golden dupes and like double spats. Like you might just get insta die at like stage 4,
Gotcha.
stage 5.
Gotcha. I kind of get that, right? Because when it's high econ 2 in stage 1, it's way easier to level up on 2-1 and then go 5 on
Yeah.
stage 2 as well. So you're actually losing more HP, right? Than you would on other
Yeah.
portals on average. Okay.
Yeah, usually in Scuttle Puddle, I always pump. Like, you know how some games like you don't really want to pump like the first level because you don't make your first 10.
Yeah, I find a lot of games are like that.
Yeah, do you know a Treasure Dragon you could play for like the 2 straight win cons? Because usually you could get spat with like 10 gold.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that actually. What I was actually doing for Treasure Dragon is I would actually lean towards like Anima Squad or like Street Demon and try and use Treasure Dragon to get like little buddies, climb the ladder, long distance pals for Brandon Ziggs, that sort of thing.
I'm not mad at that thinking. Like, at least you're playing off the portal. Like that, if you anyone that like plays off the portal from like stage 2, stage 1, yeah, like that's the critical thinking skills you need to have, right?
So yeah, even before getting into game, it was shown that I had a lot of misconceptions about how to play opening encounters. So really quickly, I'm going to put a list on the screen of my new priorities or things I will look to play towards on different portals. If I feel like I'm not beating at least 5 people in the lobby, I kind of don't want to pump most of the time. I've kind of changed that this
Mhm.
patch because like I said in my email, I feel like I'm bleeding out way too much stage 3 and I can't survive the Exodia boards that I just have to lose to. You know what I mean? So I've been kind of doing
Yeah.
some like sus stuff to try and save HP, but
Yeah, I gotta say, stage 3 is the big killer for a lot of players. Because right now, even if you play like something with a Giga win out condition with like a Giga backline, you just lose to random stuff like Zed, a
yeah,
Draven axe just coming across your face, Aurora just blasting your whole backline. Yeah. So saving HP, like I literally just played a game by the way. I I saved so much HP stage 2 and 3.
right.
I I carried a Jin 2 and MF1 the entire game. And until like stage 5 and I just bled out to like a third, but like it just shows how like saving HP like stage 3 just wins you so many games.
Yeah, and that's so different compared to last set. Like I would never do anything like that last set, you know what I mean? Like it would really come down to that
Yeah.
4-2 roll down and scaling off of that. Crazy how the game can change. So let's say for the future, right? In different
Mhm.
patches. Um how do I know when a patch is coming or I'm in a meta where saving HP early game matters a lot more than it would in other ones?
Um I think especially in this set, like this entire set specifically, I think it's if you're playing like a backline comp, I think saving HP is just really good because you will just lose to random stuff like these Rengar players, these Zed players. Like they're never gonna nerf Zed to the ground because he's the only melee carry,
Mhm.
um, for cost.
So I should look at like how the set's laid out, like if there's
So and
any
also,
backlines access kind of
sorry, you're
where
cutting
like,
off a little bit.
oh I am. So
Yeah.
I should look at like how the set's kind of built, like if there's a bunch of units that can like scam the backline or whatever, that
Hmm.
means I should focus more on saving HP for, you know, that set's lifespan. Okay.
That's the condition, but also like I said, like these portals, like the Scuttle Puddle portal, this Crab Brave portal, you should just preserve HP because these are just high roll portals.
Right.
Especially loot sub as well. Like some loot sub games, I mean, I'm sure you've played it. People just get dropped like 2 spats, and you're just like, what?
That's all right. They just
Yeah,
teleport to Anima 10, you got trains on your
yeah,
butt.
yeah.
Yeah.
So even loot sub, I play like a Giga stage 2 and 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one thing, I like to say as well, stage one. I mean, everyone, you're a master, so you probably know how to hold units as well. But just one thing I like notice, or not notice, but like to point out is like, you know how it's always good to like hold pairs, whatever, and like stuff like that.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I also could tell like a player is actively thinking or not if they're picking their units based on items. So let's say like you get dropped like Vagar, but your items are just like sword, cloak, I don't know, chain vest. Like, are you really ever holding the Vagar pair, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like small stuff like that.
I was thinking, I know next turn on 1-4, I audibly say, damn, this stage 2 or this stage 1's way too hard. I'm still kind of thinking about dropping this Darius for Alistar pair, but I don't know. I still feel like it's kind of valuable to just hold the Darius.
Um, I would probably hold the Alistair pair, but yeah.
Okay. Even if I don't know. I'm just like thinking about what if TF happens because I have bow and I can turn the
Um,
hat on to gain gold faster, stuff like that.
so realistically, I wouldn't like you could obviously force reroll. Like I'm not mad at anyone that forces this TF comp because this TF comp is really good. But the thing is, if I'm not like at least randomly just holding like two TFs right now, I'm not even thinking about like just forcing TF reroll.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it isn't so much of a force like kind of thought. It's like if this happens to me, I want to be in a position to capitalize on it. Is kind of where I'm
Hmm.
at. You know what I mean? Like what just happened there? I have two gens, right? So
Right, right,
imagine
right.
if that was two TFs and I didn't
I,
have the Darius, but maybe
I
it is
I
better to
guess
just have
I guess
the
like if it's a Giga 2 cost, like I'm not mad at you holding it. Like Jin is right now like the Giga 2 cost, right?
right.
But then I would say something like Darius. I'd rather just hold Alistair pair. Like
Okay.
Alistair 2. I don't know if you actually know, but this Darius unit is complete ass.
He is pretty bad, yeah. He has like good
Yeah, like I've seen
artifact
I
combos.
had a Darius 3 no items. He tanked 1.2k damage.
Poor guy.
Like that unit actually sucks. Oh wow. I mean, I would also roll AFK, but I know do you not like this augment at all?
I don't like it now that it got nerfed. I like support mining
Right.
before, but I feel like it's just extremely way too slow now.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And one for all was untakeable. IMO.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you taking this as well because I mean, this would be like my default if I don't have like a direction into the game.
Yeah.
So then at least this like lets me go towards a direction. Not mad at the level, not mad at the level. But if you level, you must slam.
I slam even shroud, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, not mad at that. Not mad at that. I probably would wait until I probably would wait until I see the matchup to slam, but yeah. Wait, what?
I think I do this because I need to make 10 in my brain, and I also don't want to sell the nitro units.
Oh, but could you just play the Skarner and Vi?
I could,
Because
but I also wanted to hold Cypher, I guess. So, like, I wanted to hold every line. This is basically what was happening. So I kind
I
of
think this
nerfed my
is
board.
I yeah, I was gonna say I think this is fine if you're not on a one streak. Like if I'm on a one streak and I already slammed even like even is not a good item with your board, right? Obviously, because you have Jin and stuff. Like
It's not
and it's
terrible.
not
I
that good
know
of an
Jin
item early
has
game. So
innate Sunder, but it's like way worse than even Shrouds, right? It's like Urgot last set. Or no.
yeah, it's like a 10% less than Sunder. But the thing is, this is just a low value item early game. So when you slam a
Okay.
low item value early game and you don't commit to a streak, you kind of just like you're just kind of saying you, because I count this item right now on your board as like a 1.5 item, right?
Okay.
Because like, would you rather have this than like Sunfire? Would you rather have this than like, I don't know, Warmogs, whatever, any other tank item? Probably not.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, it is a support tank item, and it just gives less stats. So when I slam this, and you're on a one streak, I'm kind of incentivized to play strongest board here.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. So don't try and greed every line, basically. I'm trying to play too
Yeah,
open, and I'm not
yeah, because this is
recognizing when I've
counterintuitive
locked
as
myself
well.
in.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Like holding Cypher units is also counterintuitive because like you did slam and you are trying to streak right now. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
are
kind
you
of non-confidence, like, oh, I'm probably gonna lose even though I did do this type of thinking, I
right?
guess.
Yeah, but yeah, when I take this augment, I at least want to go like, I don't know, 2-win, 3-loss, or like a 3-win, 2-loss,
Right.
because that technically is like a augment that spikes your board. But yeah, we'll see if it makes the diff. But I don't know. Dropping Vanguard would definitely change the fight, in my opinion. Yeah, I think you actually do win this if you have Vanguard.
Really.
Yeah,
I'm really bad at assessing like fight outcomes, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Or like
because
what would
I
be
would
the
probably get
diff.
an extra cast here. Yeah, but I would probably get extra cast. I think you actually win this. Yeah, that, I mean, losing that is actually bigger than someone would think. Because right now, if I won that, I don't know, I would be able to like hold every unit, buy this Jarvan, play like I would even like sometimes double pump here because you could still make 10 after you double pump. Just play Jarvan, Vayne, 2 Vanguard, Slayer.
Mhm.
So then you would just go into a 3 streak, 2-5, and then you would have 10. But like you could make 10 here for sure. You see how that kind of changes like your
Yeah.
stage 2 already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as it stands here, if I were magically teleported to this spot, I would just probably just make econ at that point. Like, you're already lost, and your board technically isn't that good.
Like how you want me to sell Galio, sell Zyra? Type of
Yeah,
make econ?
I would not have Galio on my board right now.
Okay. Should write that down.
Like, to keep Galio on my board right now, I would probably just not even play a board if you really want to keep this Galio that
Right,
bad.
right.
Because now we're just not making our first. Now we don't make our first 20 until next round.
Yeah, and that delays our first 30, etc. Okay.
Yeah. You see how it has a snowball effect, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
not winning this
exactly.
round. Yeah. Not winning this round means not winning this round, because if you level to 5, Jarvan, Vayne, 2 Slayer, 2 Vanguard, you probably beat this guy, because he doesn't have Item Slam.
See.
But yeah. You're playing off Bow, so let's see what item you play off Bow. First thing I'll be thinking is a good rod item, but he already took a 3-cost rod, and no one's taking a 1-cost rod. Usually when I'm lost, I usually just take a belt, because I think belt's probably the most flexible item in the game.
Yeah.
But you opt for a cloak. Why'd you take cloak?
It was
Just
attached to a
curious.
Senna. I think I scouted and I was like, man, what spots are actually open from here? And then I was like, oh, I can play towards Zed. I can slam Runans on Senna and kind of have a board there. I believe that's what I was thinking at this point.
Okay. So I do have a problem with that. So one, I'm not mad at you taking 3-cost, because taking 3-cost is obviously good, right, for econ.
Right.
But I think cloak is the worst item in the game right now, or worst component in the game right now.
Okay.
And whatchamacallit? Because it just makes such bad items like Declaw. It's like whatever. Because if you think about it right now, it's more AD comp heavy, like this patch.
Right.
So declaw has less value. No one's making a gargoyles. You already have even shroud. The bow item is like runons or something, which is technically good on Senna, but it's because it's inflated by what do you
For
call it?
big AD.
Category 5 stats.
Oh.
So I just don't think cloak really makes that good of items. And also, the problem with you angling Zed here is you have an even shroud.
Yeah.
Do you get what that kind of even shroud
Because
doesn't
that's
really
going to be
fit
in the
into the
back.
Zed comp?
Because that's going to be in the back and not front to back.
Yeah, you're cutting off a little bit, but I kind of hear you saying like, yeah, he's kind of just on the back line most of the time.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm cutting out so badly. Yeah, so at this point, my internet kind of shit the bed. And when I got it back and running, my OBS stopped picking up my end of the microphone. So from here on out, I'm basically either going to dub over with what I remember or just kind of cut and ad lib my commentary of what I said at the time.
I think even at your spot right now, when you make an even shroud and runons and you're not gonna win streak, I think the spot's APP is probably around a 6, where I would probably just play Cypher anyways, stage 3, like early stage 3, and just go for like a cash out 3-7. Because I don't think you're winning any rounds with because right now I don't think anything's upgraded besides like Vi, right? And you have no units to play around. And the items aren't high quality. So the thing is, you're probably just losing stage 3 anyways, is my guess. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just your spot is counterintuitive because right now, like, I'm not mad at if you play like a Silas and like try to save HP by killing a couple extra units. Because is there a reason why you don't play Vanguard here again?
Yeah, it's because I think Galio is actually stronger than Silas 1 and Vanguard.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say if your main tank, because this is your main tank, if your main tank is a Vi 2 holding an item, you probably would just want to play a Vanguard for it. Yeah, yeah. Because this Galio unit, sure, I think it is a good unit because he heals like a ton like early game, right? He heals a ton early game. Yeah, I would say I would probably still just play off main tank because like 400 damage, he healed like my guess is probably he tanked like 1.2 or like 900. I think the Silas could easily outdo that. Hmm. Yeah. I think he said at first, like, I don't know if you were in the call by then, but you should just buy the Silas. No. Or we really just don't like Vanguards. Because right now, isn't it awkward as well? Like, if you don't play Vanguards here, like, you just have an open Cypher thingy because, like, you just won. So even if you, like, put Cypher in now, it kind of just feels bad. Yeah. Yeah, like, you winning that round kind of jacks it up to where you should try to play a strong stage 3, is my thinking, if I was on your spot. But yeah, if you want to force the Z comp, it's fine, but the APP is just so low on it because you got to think about the Z comp. It really just runs on Renekton Garen, right?
Well, from my understanding, the Z comp is actually like two different comps basically, depending on how much econ you have in my mind. So like there's like the
Hmm.
standard Z comp where you're just playing at level 8 and you're just playing for like 2-star Z, 2-star Vex. Maybe you can find a lucky Garen and get 4-item Z with Divinity mod, and maybe you have like Zizzarat Portal or any other like summon to make Divinicore good, and you can play around
Hmm.
that. Or there's the high econ, grab your Senna 3 play around Renekton later on type of board. And that was my kind of understanding of it. Is that real?
Yeah. Like I think that's no, that's real. It's just that the second scenario is probably just impossible, and the first scenario is probably like the main, like not the first, like the last one, right? Because right now your spot is just fast 8. Yeah, I mean that's also why I also just have a problem with that cloak, right? Because starting with this Runons, I think it's just, I mean, I think you're sitting on. I think you have to play Zed. Whereas I would not be mad at you just sitting on like a component, like sitting on belt, sitting on glove, sitting on chain. I don't know, just any better component. Because realistically, you are supposed to lose with this board 2-6. It's just that this guy just doesn't have item slammed for some reason, but he's going for like a 5 loss. Yeah, like theoretically, I think you are supposed to lose 2-6 because this board is not that good. But since you won and you made Runons, I think you're just forced to play the Z comp. But then we'll see how you play the stage 3, because right now you're definitely incentivized to play a strong stage 3. I'll, I'll I'll see. I'll see. At least your items are okay. Okay, now this is just, we have to play Silas here, yeah. Or I guess I actually genuinely do think that Galio is stronger. Yeah. Because the thing is, I don't know if you see this angle, but you level for Silas, you could play Force Layer and still make a 40, by the way. I don't think you can make 40, but all right, wait, let's think about this. Because right now I'm thinking about leveling. Because technically you can just sell Galio and just play 2 Silases, and that's infinitely times better than this board right now. Because you are definitely incentivized to win. Because if you sell a Galio, you have 55. And then if you pump, you need to pump what? How much XP here? 1, 2, 4. Yeah, you would have to pump 16 gold. 55, 16 gold. You buy 1 Silas. That's. Am I stupid? That's 30. What? 39. You buy a Silas. That's 38. You buy a Silas. That's 38. Yeah. You put Morgana in. You have 38 holding a Morgana, holding a Shaco. Yeah. I mean, I think the correct play is actually just level for Silas and Morgana. Obviously you would lose this one, and it's just unlucky, and you still have to make 40. But the thing is, you understand like why I would do that though, right?
Yeah, it's just basically the concept of playing towards what streak I have and just trying to make the
Right.
strongest board.
And then I would just run into this guy and be kind of mad. I was just level to lose, but yeah. I mean, at least I would level to save some HP, but I mean, I lose 1 gold for it, and I get to play like a stronger board. Like I'm not too mad at it. Yeah, Vayne could. I mean, it probably wouldn't. Vayne would be probably worse than Mundo, but yeah, I would at least hold the Vayne. I hope you hold it. Because there was a shop, the last shop, where you had an extra gold and there was a Silas in your shop and you didn't hold the Silas either. Okay, I don't think you're holding this Vayne, right? Okay, you should definitely just be holding gold, like, because these are definitely playable units. Like Vanguard is 100% playable unit. Because you at least think Silas 2 is stronger than Galio 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, you should. Yeah, I think this is a pretty easy fix. Like you have excess gold, you could probably just hold these units. Uh, I mean, I think you really need an econ augment realistically, because I don't even favor econ that much. Like most of my games, if you see, if they're not econ augment at 2-1, I'm probably just taking 3 combat augments. Because I'm not mad at 3 comp arguments when you're playing an uncontested comp, and I'm assuming this comp you're playing this because it's uncontested, right? Right. So I wouldn't be too mad at you not having like whatchamacallit, an eco element here. Would I take last stand here? Oh god. Like this augment is really good. It's just that this board is really shit, man. Cause you gotta understand, I'm not
Yeah,
mad
like
at
yeah, like as soon as I proc this, I regretted it immediately. Like I looked at the stats and I'm like, wait a minute. This Omni Vamp and tank stats are fucking useless on Zed, dude.
like I'm gonna say, unless you're playing like a Rengar 3 with this last stand, I think last stand generally like I think it's good, but your comp is always gonna lose to Rengar 3. So I'm probably just playing taking Runons because also you have Runons as well, so it makes it like a lot better. Right. Because the thing is, I think it's definitely snowballed from like because honestly, if you held all the silences, you would have a silence 2 here. You would have a Vayne here, right? And then you could play like a 2 Vanguard for Slayer board. And then with double Runons, you probably would streak at least like 2 rounds. You'll probably at least win like 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5.
Yeah, for sure. Like most of this game comes down to how I played stage 2.
Yeah. Hmm. Right, because you would also be holding that Jarvan from stage 2, remember? Yeah. So I think this, I mean, honestly, those, I would say I would call them mistakes, honestly. It probably just trickles down to you bleeding out stage 3. And then eventually, if you don't, when you bleed out stage 2 and 3, or when you lose too many rounds stage 3, you're kind of just praying to God at stage 4, you can stabilize. But to stabilize, you need to hit your entire board, right? So I'm just thinking, like, if you don't hit your entire board here, you're probably just dead. Yeah, I'm probably sending it to straight 0 here. If you're rolling at 4-1, you might as well just roll all the way. Because there are instances where you actually lose to boards 4-1. Probably not this one, but at least you hit a Z. Alright, last augment. Since you already made it here, it's just a combat augment. Whatever, that's trash. It's just bulky buddies. Cool. Okay. Wait a second. Hopefully you move that Z. I'm not happy with that positioning. Do you know Z positioning?
So at this point, I'm explaining that I believe that the proper Zed positioning is either third from the left here or third from the right here. And the reason for that is, let's say that I'm trying to kill this kindred or whatever. Zed will always go exactly 4 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and land on one of these 2 spaces. Because you got to remember, Zed's on like my board, so he'll actually be here or something, right? Um, and the reason why he wanted me to put them here, and I'm saying here is better, right? He wanted me to go one from the corner, one from the corner with Zed. I'm saying these spaces, and the reason for that is, let me clear this, is that in a lot of boards, let's just grab Exotech, right? So they're gonna have Mordekaiser, Sedge, Jax. Who else? Nefiri. Where's Nefiri? right? Nefiri like this. So let's say their carry Zeri jumps around, right? So we'll probably aim for, we'll just pretend we're aiming for Jin, right? And my Zed is in the corner right here, right? Because this is where it would line up on my board. So now, because the front line is sort of in the middle here, Zed will actually coin flip between going at Jin from here, right? Or going to their front line, because Nefiri would also be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. And that's kind of my reasoning.
Wait, they're from the left or they're? Oh no. Wait, you don't think it's a one hex away from corner? You could be right. I just see more high. No. Like I know what you're talking about, right? Because sometimes when he's here, he actually doesn't go on the corner. I know that because it is like 4 hexes this way and 4 hexes that way. If they have like a dual carry on this right here. Oh, okay. I don't think I played like this comp enough. Okay, I actually didn't know that, but I just see more high elo players put it like here and here. Because right now, doesn't he take like the bulk of the aggro, like for 1 second? I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna blow up, but yeah, yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter as much. It's just weird seeing this positioning because I think the reason why people put it like here and Senna here, or like here and Senna here, is so they're at least hitting the same side. Because if you look at the damage spread, usually like they're not hitting the same side.
I kind of figured that it didn't really matter for this comp because it's not really like the typical front to back thing. Like Zed's doing his own thing in the back line and
Mhm.
Senna's chipping away at the front line. So I've figured that it's like better to have Zed snipe the carry, and it's, harder to move both units.
Sure. I I guess that's just why I don't know why people would have it here instead. Is my guess. But I guess it's also weird because you have bulky buddies, so it's hard for you to swap positioning as well. I mean, it's fine. I'm not too mad at it. This Zed one, right? I'm pretty sure you just die from here because you have your Zed paired. You probably just start bleeding rounds because you're for sure always just doing a resend for Zed, right? Because I don't think you're going double 9 with this board ever. Yeah. Cool. You hit it. I mean, we're just really not healthy though. I'm pretty sure we could be at this spot. We could be at this exact spot with a little higher HP. We played a better stage 2-3.
So yeah, the rest of this game goes as you said. I don't have enough HP to stem the bleeding, basically, and I can't make it to top 4. Definitely could have played a better stage 2 and stage 3, and it really shows how much it snowballed throughout this entire game. If I played a better stage 2 and stage 3, held better units, played a strongest board instead of trying to flex between everything, and instead of like locking into a decision even after I made one, I'd be way better off. There is one more thing in this game that I want to go over that I feel like will be very important.
Wait a second. Also, do you know about intervals? Like level intervals? Wait. Yeah. You don't level here? I would 100% level here, by the way. Just anything because you would be leveling. Let's see, 60. You'd be rolling like what? You have 15 gold, 18 gold, 19 gold, 20 gold technically. Yeah, you could definitely level and just play a stronger board. Because right now, like you're on a 4 streak. Yeah, I mean, you have last stand, so it makes it a little bit better. But the thing is, 28, what? 28's 2 lives. Last stand makes it 3 lives. I guess it's fine with last stand, but the thing is, I'm probably just leveling here and just finding a unit.
All right, so this part's going to be really scuffed because, again, I don't have my original audio of this. Basically, we have a little debate here um, about what the right play is. And my argument was that I wanted to wait until after Carousel to level because I didn't believe that a Renekton 1, right, in the best case scenario when I rolled down, would be a fight diff against any boards or enough boards to gain me a placement. So I wanted to wait until after Carousel to roll for Renekton 2 because I believed that Renekton 2 would at least give me a placement. I don't think it would win the game because I didn't have items for him and everything like that, but I thought it would require at least Renekton 2 to gain a placement, so I was hesitant to just send it there because I thought it would be a better play to gain interest gold up until the carousel happened so that I would have a better chance of hitting the Renekton 2 unit. And I'm going to kind of splice together his argument to the contrary. There was a little bit of a misunderstanding of where my argument was, so I am going to try and split around that. And basically, uh, I believe in the end his philosophy around it is correct. I have started doing what he told me to in my future games, and things have gone much smoother. So
Okay, let me tell you why it's level here, right? If you lose this round, aren't you forced to level next round on bad interval? Really? Okay, your spot's not that good to not be playing for placements. Because I would for stage 5, this is like average strength board. I would say probably below average because you're down a goal augment. Because the thing is, if you lose this, you're forced to level this round. Because you don't want to be on like just drop to. Let me say this: if you lose this round, you're at 2 lives, and you don't want to lose this round. Because why would you just randomly want to get your drop to 1 life at carousel? Because like you losing this, if you lose this, and you don't level here, you're just dropping your APP by that much. Because you're just saying, I'm playing for win out because I could win with last stand, is what you're saying. So just thinking wise, like if you lose this, you're not leveling here. I think that's a mistake. I think that's always a mistake. Yeah, because the thing is, if you lose at 5-2 and you get dropped to 2 lives and you don't level here, you're just getting dropped to 1 life for no reason. Like I understand that you're playing for win out, but the thing is, like 1 life, but you understand why I think that's just playing for win out. Like your APP drops by a lot, but your win rate would probably jump up like 3%, 4%. Because that's just the definition of because you're just waiting to get dropped to 1 life. Because in a tournament, by the way, everyone would level here. It's not a close. Because everyone's playing for placements. Because you gotta understand, like anything you add right now would change the fight. Because it's displayed into the stage, and you're actually like winning. Like anything you add, because some of these people are gonna send it 5-2. And if they send it 5-2, you kind of just are followed suit. Like, lucky you fight a guy with 50 gold, but just imagine he sends it here. Like, it's not even gonna be close. Kind of get it. So I think the difference in our thought process is you don't think leveling here and adding in a unit would make you strong enough. It would be a big enough difference. But I think, okay, think about it like this. If you level, you could play 6 Slayer if you hit it on your roll down. If you hit a Mundo Shaco on your roll down, you could play 6 Slayer, yeah? Just draw Morgana. You could play Aurora. Right. What would it be? It would be Vayne Shaco. That's a little easier to find. Shaco is kind of hard, but maybe who knows. But Let's say 6 layer could spike your board, yeah? Aurora throwing in a 5 cost would spike your board, yeah? Uh, Urga Executioner would also be stronger, yeah? Agreed. Viego, super good support unit, would also make your board a lot stronger, especially because it gives a golem as well. So yeah, you see what I mean, right? Like there's so many things you can find that would make this fight diff. I don't think it's a breakpoint thing. It's a principle thing where you just don't want to be dropped to like 2 lives or 1 life. Like nobody in tournament wants to be randomly just dropped to 1 life to, because you always gotta think of it. You always gotta think of it when you're playing placements. You're fighting against high rollers, like possibly like 1 out of 3 matchups. You're fighting against high rollers, and whatever breakpoint you make, fuck it, Renekton 2. If you have 3 items for it, sure, like I fuck it, play for 1 out. But if you don't have 3 items for it, will that ever win out against a high roll board? No. So you really just want to be like, it doesn't matter like what unit you put in, just fucking put in anything. Yeah. And now, but I guess uh yeah. Analyzing board strength, the first thing I look at, obviously, you could tell by like units and who's holding the items, right? And the traits. But another thing, it's just counting their augments. Like just counting how many, like if they're just econ augment down to econ augment, 2 econ augments, only one stupid combat augment. Like think about it like this. Even if I'm not scouting, I'm always leveling here. So it's not even like I'm analyzing like board strength, by the way. It's just normal to level here at 5-2 and roll 20 gold. Yeah. I don't think you should think about it as board strength, to be honest. Like and breakpoint strength. I think it's just level and just play your strongest board. Because this principle kind of splashes into like stage 2 and 3. Like usually you do just want to play strongest board unless you're just forced to lose streak. Which is why I was kind of heavy on that, like adding in the Silas instead of the Galio, really just pumping for that like Jarvan vein. Like it's just strongest board mentality. Let's go to the next game. Also, you need to be holding more, like buying out your shop more with your excess gold. I don't understand how this is in the game. You know, I look I literally have PTSD from this guy because I played around. I think I counted like 6 or 7 trainer golem games this set. 6 of them have been with boombots.
Oh, then you're gonna love this game.
Holy shit, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, when I first see this, I'm already thinking about TF game probably. Yeah. Boombot TF is not as bad as people think it is.
Yeah, but don't you need the Boombot emblem on TF for that to do
Yeah. But
anything?
I mean, look at these like traits. Right, because okay, I because I told you like Darius is a fucking dog unit. So when I see this emblem, this golem, I'm probably just playing like the 4. I'm probably just gonna try to fit in 4 Vanguard and 4 Boombot in here. So the final board will probably look like. Let me whip out the team builder. Yeah, because have you ever 3-star Braum in the TF comp? And he's like the Giga tank, right? Yeah, he's a fucking beast. Like when I see that golem, I'm probably thinking of like something like this. Why am I lagging? I don't like that. Like, does this even look that bad? 6 units? Am I stupid? Am I stupid? I don't get it. Where the fuck is Shaco? Oh my god, I'm actually brain dead. What the fuck? 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, yeah. And then I don't know. If you don't want to play the Darius Shaco, fuck it, just play like a Leona. This isn't bad. Honestly, fuck this 2 units. I don't know, if you get Boombot Emblem, you could just fucking drop in Shaco, and then that's 6 Boombot. I don't know.
Yeah, what is this board supposed to do?
I think it's still reroll TF, but the thing is, you just try to cap around. Yeah, what the fuck? I think it's just this fucking shit is just 8th. What the fuck? Kind of. Yeah, this shit is disgusting. I mean, every single time I've gotten Boombot so many times. I've tried to cook it so many times. It's never worked. How many times have you played this Rengar comp, by the way?
Like once I was kind of wondering like how I should position him because I feel like I might be messing that up this game.
Well, aren't you just at the mercy at the street demons though? I don't think this. Wait a second. Okay, I gotta lie here. You always scout here if there's a Rengar player.
Oh, I already know there's another Rengar player.
Oh, and you're openly contesting it?
I mean, yeah, am I supposed to play some like Boombot trash? I don't like there's nothing else to play.
No. I actually think that's a better APP than contesting reroll. Like no joke. Yeah, no. It's not close either. Because there's. Do you know how many Rengars are in the pool?
I think there's like 24 something like that.
No, it's 18. Yeah, there's only enough for 2 people just 2-star them or 3-star them. Exactly enough, by the way. Yeah. No, I agree with you. The shit is ass, but like I think, but you understand, like knowing that pool size, why playing? Yeah, why contesting reroll is just the lower APP, like by a mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think Rengar 2 clears the entirety of Boombots. Like all of
No,
them.
because you gotta understand the win con. Because Rengar 2, I think it's fucking Giga stage 2, stage 3, early stage 4. But if you never hit Rengar 3, are you winning a single round late stage 4, 5, 6?
I don't know, man. We could do the thing where one plays Jinx
Well,
and the other plays Varus.
I don't think Jinx is playable without an Executioner emblem. Yeah, I mean, also, what the fuck are these? Wait, what'd you take? I just realized. Skip, obviously. Skip, obviously. No, you also can't take cloning because I think your board sucks. Yeah. You're never streaking on this board. Yeah. I'm probably defaulting this, probably. I mean, if you were to contest it, it's probably just this, by the way, and use sack. Because your APP is already low as fuck. You might as well just play for a win. If you're contesting reroll, I think your APP is just low as fuck. Obviously, because the pool size is 18. You either hit it or you don't. Okay, if you're contesting Rengar, why not this? Why not default
I
this?
just assumed left was better. So I wanted to keep left and go
Okay.
right.
Okay. It's probably okay. Wait, really? You think left is better than these two?
Yeah, with the bribe thrown in, I think left is better than right.
Yeah, but you know that 2 silvers is always better than gold, and 2 gold is better than prismatic, right?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
most
Okay.
part.
Yeah.
That I'm thinking about it, the bribe basically means young, wild, and free only
Oh
gets
yeah.
gold.
It makes it a lot worse. But isn't Young Wall free broken in trainer golems? If there's a spat, you're always taking spat and taking it. No? Not gonna lie, if I was offered Young Wall and free in trainer golems or loot sub or I don't know, what's another one that just drops you random spats? Like I'm always taking it, by the way. Yeah, 'cause I think it's too good. Like for fishing for like the spat or pan off carousel, it's a little too good. And also, healing orbs is Giga on Rengar, no? Like, healing orbs is just Giga on melee carries in general. Like, isn't healing orbs really good? It's definitely not the best like combat augment, but the thing is, I think the left silver just makes it like that much takeable.
Well, then you're gonna love the fact that I was kind of full of shit, and I actually take right here.
Wait, what? I mean, I'm not mad at you taking this over this, but you know this is not good, right? Wait, pumping up is not good on Rengar.
I don't know, man. I figured he was like Violet from last set. I mean, she liked pumping up and attack speed and mittens, and they kind of have the same ult.
Well, she would take pumping up, but she doesn't want pumping up. She rather has piercing lotus. She rather has any tank bulky buddies. She rather has anything else almost. Like I'm see like I get that you think they like scale okay, like they scale okay with attack speed, but I think you're saying you think they scale good with attack speed.
Well, even if Rengar doesn't like it, Varus will.
Uh, I don't know, because the thing is, I agree. But the thing is, are you really hitting Varus 3 when you're when you're playing contest?
Trust me, I'm a
No,
beast.
no, no. Like realistically, like in a real game, you're not hitting Rengar. You're not hitting. If you're hitting Rengar 3, you're not hitting Varus 3. Like in a real game. Sure, but Rengar. Okay, think about it like this. Would you take pumping up on Smeech? Fuck no. I'll just answer that for you. Yeah, isn't Rengar just Smeech? Because he attacks like a really priority target after he jumps. Like, what does pumping up even do when he's just on a tank? Yeah, but I think Rengar kind of acts like a Smeech because when Varus tags the backline with his spreading tethers, then he jumps on the backline anyways. So you really just want like AD survivability on him, right? Yeah, that's why I don't think pumping up is good. But sure. I don't. Yeah, wait. I'm gonna search up one stat here, and it probably would just tell me. Yeah, he has plus delta with mittens. I think I already knew this too. He's not good with attack speed. Yeah, I think he acts like Smeech, so mins and attack speed are just not good on him. Yeah, I think it's all yeah, I think it's always young wild free healing orbs. But since you skipped it, if I look at this option, because the thing is blistering, no one's taking blistering strikes when you're playing a kill comp. So I think this is just the wrong augment choice, not gonna lie. Especially when you're contested. Like what's bad with calculated loss when you're contested? Like because your board's not good, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm always taking this. Because I assume you're probably gonna lose these rounds. Oh shit, you actually beat someone. So I agree, Silas 2 is pretty good. But I don't think it's good enough to beat real boards. Like this guy doesn't have a real board. No, his board's fine. Yeah. Would I do this? I guess. I'll probably do it for the gold, I guess. Playing off Rod. Hopefully you grab what items are you thinking here? Yeah. My first priority would be finish a Rengar item, so it's either bow chain. And to kill this, Rabadon's is actually one of Varus really likes Rabadon's because he already crits, right? So Varus really likes Rabadon's. He also really likes Archangels because when you think about this comp, he kind of just has like executioners tanking for him, and he kind of ramps in the back. So tier is not bad. Your first priority is probably just bow, chain, 2 priority, and then it's probably just another rod. You can also make shred with a cloak. Like cloak is probably 4th priority or 5th priority because you can also make whatever. I just had seraphs. So let's see what you grab here. Okay, grabbing bow is fine. Yeah, everything's fine here. Making 30. Yeah. Yeah, you would have done a lot better with calculated loss, huh? I think with calculated loss, you even lose this round, so you at least be 4 streaking too. And you would have banked in 8 rolls or 4 rolls, I think, because you need to be outrolling the other guy. Okay, Graves 2 is really good here. Right here, you're just trying to think about how to spike your board. Okay, good. At least you pump here. Hopefully you play the fit. Wait, what? Okay, this is just knowing strongest board, right? It's just Zyra goes on final board. We know that, right? So I think having Zyra in is fine. But if you have Fiddle, it's Techie Boombot, yeah? Yeah. I think that would have been your strongest board. If you sell that, then... Wait, what? Yeah, you 100% make 50 without selling Fiddle. Yeah, wait, why don't you just play the Alistair? Well, you're not playing Vanguard for a 1-star Silas and a Golem, right? Yeah, so wouldn't strongest board be Alistair and Golden Ox and Bruiser? Yeah, I would play second Alistair for sure. Because you're playing Vanguard on useless units. Like I wouldn't be mad if you're playing 2 Bastion, because at least it buffs everyone else, but it's definitely just a second Golden Ox or a second Alistair. Okay. It's probably auto skip this, and it's probably auto skip long distance spells because you don't know the Street Demon positioning. Okay, good. It's skip left here first, no? Yeah, yeah. High voltage is actually really good because I don't know if you know. I play this Rengar board a little too much. I think I have like 20 games on it this set. There's probably like half the amount of my games, the Varus is doing more damage to my Rengar. So yeah, I would definitely roll long distance pals before this. But since you already rolled this, it's okay. Yeah, I know bulky is for sure the best option here. But the thing is, before knowing your street, if I had to take between bulky and whatever that shit was called again, no, I would probably still take bulky. But it's just you know why it's a risk, right? Yeah, yeah. It's exiled, and then there's also one where it's a pizza, and you're just fucked there as well. But yeah, I probably agree. It's oh, what the fuck? Okay, all right. I think we found the problem here. What? Okay, wait. Why'd you pump here?
Well, this was like a panic play because I'm like, man, I've played this game before. I'm already down to, whatever, low HP. I know I'm not really going to win this stage either. So I got to do, whatever it takes to save whatever HP. So I kind of just pumped there.
Okay, I can kind of see where you're going, but what do you think is? I don't think that's correct. Obviously, I don't think anyone would really do that. What do you think is the correct play? Because you're on a loss streak. Yeah, you can see why it's like giga counterintuitive, right? Because even if you level here, you can't roll. So what's the point? Kind of what I'm saying. Because like, wouldn't you rather just make? Because having a three. Because what if you just randomly win and just go straight back into losing? Because you can't roll, right? Because even if you win this round and you break your 3 streak, when it could be a four loss, are you really rolling at 3 here with 40 gold? Are you? You're right. So wouldn't it be a lot better? Wouldn't your game just be a lot better if you just wait until 3-5, make make 2 rounds of like a 4 loss and 5 loss thingy, make 5 interest, 10 gold. This is what, how much gold is this? I think 4 loss is like 2 gold. 2 gold, 2 gold, 14 gold. 14 gold, 2 rounds of making 50. That's, wait, what, am I stupid? That would be 2 gold from streak, 5 gold off thingy. You make 12 gold, 12 gold, 24 gold. So yeah, wouldn't you, if you 2 loss, 3-2, and 3-3, you would have an extra 24 gold for you to do your roll down at 3-5, right? So you can actually roll for Rengar too and not be like dead. Yeah, because right here, well, I'm guessing you're around like 70. You're blocking it, but I think you're 74 HP. Yeah, like I don't think that's low at all for you to be panicking. Yeah, because the thing is, if you're trying to find Rengars before him, it's counterintuitive because you're kind of just sitting at level 7. You're seeing one natural shop next turn, another natural shop when you could be seeing like, I don't know, 5 or 6 rolled shops at 3-5. Because you are playing contest reroll, so it's like whoever finds it first. Because like I said, there's only 18 in the pool, so. And honestly, what the fuck? 2 Zeries at 7? Okay. Yeah, it's trying to go. I mean, your APP is pretty low from that trying to go. Yeah, because you're 60 here after taking these 2 losses. Yeah, like I would definitely not have pumped, man. Because we basically just lost like 4 gold for no reason. No, we lost more than 4 gold. What am I talking about? Okay, you gotta at least roll here though. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm fine with you not rolling whatever, but like, are you supposed to be rolling at 3-5? Because like, if he's like a normal person, he would level here and roll for Rengars, right? So you're kind of just letting him spin out the pool of Rengars. I mean, with that win, you have to roll, right? Okay. Oh god, these hexes are whatever, I guess. Bad, but it's playable. It's bulky. Not really. Hmm. Yeah, I would definitely just roll here, yeah. Because you're on a one. I'm not kidding. I don't think this Golden Ox will do anything. And I don't even think it's supposed to stay in any, like, once you move items on off. Right? Or no? Yeah. Because like you 100% just rather be playing Nico, Echo, Brand Zyra. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you for sure roll here, right? Because you're on a 1 streak now. Like you for sure roll for at least Rengar. Interest. Right. Because like, doesn't your board Giga Spike with Jinx and Rengar in? Like, just think about your traits. 5 Executioner, 5 Street Demon. Yeah. Like don't like we must roll for Rengar here. No. Yeah. And I think we just lose it. Yeah. I think this is just 1 life lost for no reason. still rolling for gold knocked. Okay, kind of lucky we didn't find Rengar. It is what it is. Yeah, I hope you at least roll to 30 here or something. I assume you high roll this game because I don't see how this game could ever be a 5th. But the thing is, I assume it's what you call it. I assume you took think fast. Well, I mean, I'm not mad at that actually. I'm not mad at malicious monetization. Did I stop here? No, I wouldn't stop here. Wait, what? I know like the upgrades are kind of unfathomable, but don't you just keep rolling here anyways? Because the thing is, I think you for sure roll to at least 20. Because what does 2 gold of interest do if you could actually low key spike your board with like a random Graves 3, Nico 2, or Vex 2? Like don't you just make the gold back if you win the round? Like isn't the spikes actually kind of worth it? Because I'm not mad at the augment choice, but it's just really counterintuitive that because like when people take this, they're saying they have a strong board, they could kill everything, right? But in your spot, you could still roll for a stronger board. In fact, I think if you had Nico 2 or Graves 2, I think you clear this guy. Yeah, I think you're high rolling the Rengars a little bit. Wait, I thought there was a guy contesting you. Did he just not contest anymore? Okay. Okay, at least if you put it up, that's good because I think he knows there's 18 in the pool only. Wow. Okay. We send it for sure, no? If you high roll this many Rengars, we send it for sure. I think it's stage 3. You definitely could save some lives, right? I think we went over that. Like there's definitely points where you could save some lives there. But we're making interest. When you take this, like I said, you're saying you have a strong as fuck board that could kill everything. You could still be rolling for upgrades here. Like Nico 2 is not a small upgrade. Vex 2 is not a small upgrade. In fact, I think with Vex 2 actually would move items just for a round, with especially with this. Yeah. Right. So like let's say you don't even hit it. So like maybe you're not even an extra life here. But stage 3 you would definitely be a couple extra lives. So I think realistically if you roll at stage 3 a little like just a little deeper because you could spike with five executioner. Let's just say you would be at like 50 health, right? 52 health. Not crazy to think that, yeah. Yeah. And then with this, with how you just lost last fight, even with this exact board, right? Don't we just roll here? Because this makes us the gold back like instantly. Like this makes 3. Was it 2 gold or 3 gold? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's even crazier. Because the thing is, I mean, 3 gold of interest, that's already the jump from 20 to 50, yeah? You see what I mean? Like, so isn't it, don't you just need to send it to 20 gold here? Like, you must. Think of it, if you think about it like that, you must send it to 20 gold, yeah? Because, yeah. I think this is another close fight where any upgrade would just spike your board like crazy. Like Nico 2, we're probably tanking for a little longer. Let's say Nico 2 doesn't win. What about Vex 2? You know? And even with the extra roll, you found the Rengar. Like I think you for sure gonna be a lot extra lives here. Like, what did you drop down to here? Like, we said you would be at like 52. You would be at 52 here. You have 43. Yeah, yeah. 32. Okay, 32. You would be at like 44 realistically if you just played stage 3. But even here, like, I think you win this, man. Like with any upgrade, because look at his board. It's just like Darius 3. I already know it's shit. Like I know it's shit. Yeah, yeah. Vex 2 would probably beat this board. Graves 3. I mean, even that little extra damage frontline would probably wipe his board. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be close. But yeah, I think we're just losing extra lives for no reason. Because especially the malicious monetization, like you have to send it now. Because it's not like I would not be mad if you didn't send it because you weren't close. But when you hit 6 Rengars with 50 gold left, like you must send it. Because you just make the gold back so fast. Okay, now this is just like you have to send it, yeah. Like now we're just going too far. Because this is not like a Rengar thing. You agree with me? This is not a Rengar thing. This is just any 3-cost reroll thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because when I take augments based on what my spot is right now. Like what's best for my spot right now, right? And you still have to play around the augments. So you understand how like taking this and not rolling down is just really counterintuitive. Yeah. I mean, I think I mean you eventually hit this and use level and roll. But I think we already found where the problem was, why you went 5th, right? I think you sent it way too late. Because I get this comp is kind of invincible, but the thing is, like this comp wins a lot of games. We all know this. But the thing is, when you're playing reroll and you're not winning the early rounds, and I would say stage 4, you definitely could have, if you hit Rengar 3, you win every single round there, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but the thing is, you're still playing reroll at the end of the day, so there are boards that outcap you. Because when you think about your augments, I think I said it at first, right? Like pumping up is not that good on Rengar. I mean, the min stats just show that. Blistering late game doesn't do anything. Bulky buddies is probably your only good combo augment. So realistically, when people look at your board, they're just looking at it like, oh, when I see this board, it's one combo augment, and it's not even a good one because it's fucking up your hexes, yeah. So I think your board, like normally a Rengar comp does what you call it does win out, but with these hexes, it's pretty hard to win out. With these hexes, with this augment setup, it's pretty hard to win out because you were supposed to hit this board a long time ago. And I assume that with because you got dropped to like 1 life almost, I assume you probably just fought some like Giga high roll board and you just fucking die. Yeah, unless he's holding something like Silvermere Dawn, I don't want him getting targeted first. And like you said, this Zeri character, I don't know why Riot gave her 6 hex range. It makes no sense to me. So once it targets Rengar, it just locks on Rengar and it just guns him down until he dies. But I assume you probably fight some high roll board soon, right? So you went 5th. I mean, this is just a problem with your augment setup and whatchamacallit. And yeah, it's a Giga setup. His golem has like what 14 HP. But I would say you're probably like what 3rd, 2nd strongest in the lobby. Yeah. So if you had more lives, it's just the stage 3 for it. Like you needed to send it earlier. Stage 3, even that round, like you needed to send it for at least like a Rengar for a spike or just Rengar 2 if you're kind of scared. But stage 4, I think you definitely could probably save at least 2 lives. And 2 lives here, you would be like what 32 HP, 30 HP, whatever. So is this Nico 1 or 2? Wait, I just realized. Did you just die with 60 gold left? Yeah, I'm down to like if you have any like if you would record games in the future and you think like one of them really stands out, like I always I like this game a lot, so I don't mind talking about it for hours.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
I had a
of
lot of
course.
fun. I hope you did too. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you
Yeah,
very
you have
much.
a good rest of your night. Take care.
So that was my experience getting coached by one of the best players in the region. After applying what he taught me during the session, my match history now looks like this. It's a good start, but I got a long way to go if I still want to qualify for the next Tactician's Trials. If you want to see me try or spectacularly fail, I stream often on this channel. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.